Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm back today to update you on my last project pan of the year, which is my spring project pan. So yes, in Australia, we are in spring and we are actually coming up fast to summer, but I thought I'd do my first 1 month update. So let's start with the products that I have used up. So you'll see on the screen where I was up to with my perfume last check-in, and it was halfway done, and I am done now. So this is a 50ml perfume. It's the Roses de Chloé, whatever. It is done. I finished it. It was a really easy one to use up, and it's done and dusted. I'm going to introduce another fragrance. I'll introduce some new stuff soon. Then I also used up my liner. This is my Rimmel liner, Khol Kajal, Scandaleyes waterproof liner in brown. I love this liner, and it was at the point where towards the end it was really hard to sharpen because it would keep breaking. So, but I did, use that up. I have repurchased it. I love that liner. And then I also sort of used up this brow pencil by Eye of Horus. Now, this was not completely used up. It's got a pencil on one end and it's got a brow gel on the other end, and I wanted to use them up both. I used up the brow pencil. Now, this did, once again, similar to that other pencil, it did dry a little bit, and then at the end, the end bit just fell out. So I used the brow pencil, and then I've been going back to my old brow powder. You remember this from my past project pans. I've been going back to this. Do you want to see an update on it? Even though it's not in my project pan. I've almost finished that and I've been working on that. But I found that the gel doesn't work with the powder very well. So once you put the powder on, the gel sort of then moves the powder around and creates its streaks. So I've sort of given up using this gel. There is gel left, and it is a nice setting gel that keeps your hairs in place, but I just find that it doesn't work for what I'm currently using, and I don't want to struggle with it because whenever I've been using it recently without the pencil, I've pretty much had bad brow days, and I'm like, shit. So, and I scratch it off and I have to redo my brows, and it's a pain in the ass. So I'm just saying that that's done because the pencil's done. There are also products that I'm doing pretty well on. Firstly, my foundation. So when I introduced it, it was up to there. Now it is down to there. So I will mark that soon, but you can see that just that settle line. So it's right where it says SPF 15, and I don't have much to go. So the fact I've used that much in 1 month, this is going to easily be done by the end of the year, but it probably would have been done earlier, but I have been mixing this with a higher coverage foundation because I find that if I want to wear this when I'm filming, it's not quite enough coverage. So I'm sure that will be done very soon. The next thing that I've used a lot of, it is the Maybelline Master Prime Anti-Redness Primer. When I first introduced this, I didn't actually had barely used it. I think I'd used it once or twice. Now there's not much left in it. It feels like it might be down to here. Look, listen to how hollow it is. Now on the screen, you'll be able to see the weight of what it was before, and now I just weighed it. It's around just over 19 grams. So this is a 30ml product, and I've used 15 grams of it. So this is nearly done. Now I did mention that the way I was going to use this is on a beauty blender or a sponge and then sponge it on. A, it uses up more product, but B, I like the results of it. I don't like this by itself. It moves my my skincare around. It's very wet, and I find that sponging it on, I like the effects of it more. Now, I said that in my last video, and someone was like, if you're just going to waste it, why don't you just throw it out? And my answer to that is that I actually am not wasting it. I'm using it, which is great. I'm trying to use the products that I have, and even things that I don't particularly love, if I can find a way where I do like using them, even if it is a more wasteful way, I'm going to use it because I'm enjoying it, and I wouldn't enjoy it on its own. So that's why I'm using it that way. But that's nearly done. Other products that I've seen some good results on. So the skincare that I introduced a bunch of products from The Ordinary. This is a retinol, and I don't know if you can see, but it is down to there now. So it was up to there. It's now down to there. And I have been making my partner use this as well at night. But the way I've been using these skincare products is normally what I would do if I was really sort of careful with it is use a couple of drops. There's a whole dropper full there. I'd use a couple of drops, put it on my face and be done with it. Whereas now what I do is I might put like a half a dropper full on my hand and I'll work it down my neck and onto my chest. I've noticed good results putting serums on my chest, and this is too bright. But previously, when it comes to products that I'm like coveting and I don't want to use up too fast, I don't put it on my chest, but your chest needs skincare too. So I've been using this up pretty fast by using it sort of semi on my body as well. But I feel like I should start doing that more anyway. So yeah, I've been doing the same things with the other serums. So we have the Buffet serum, which I didn't use as much of. So you can see it's up to there, it was up to there. So I feel like if I've used that much, then I'll use that much next time and then I'll use it up. So I'm still on track to finishing it. And the niacinamide is pretty much the same. It's up to there. I've done like a third of that portion and I really like this. It's been really good for my chest and I actually bought some backups. I'll just cover the rest of the skincare, shall I? So my everyday Bondi Sands Everyday Dual Action Formula Gradual Tanning Milk. So I was up to there. I'm now down to there. I'm sort of a little bit shy. Like I'm actually probably, you can see it better there. I'm down to like there. So I'm on my way to, you know, 2 months more and I've finished this up. This is actually a nice product and it's nice and thin formula, so it's really easy to use. So I have been using this as much as possible. I don't use Gradual Tan it too often, so pretty much every other day I use that, and I haven't used as much as I thought I would, but yeah, I'm making a dent on that. With the Palmer's Cocoa Butter, it's annoying because right now in the sun I can see where it's at, whereas I didn't see it when I was taking photos before. So instead I did weigh it and I've just reweighed it. It's about 145 grams, whereas before it was at 204. So I have used up a lot of this. This actually has SPF, so I was thinking of using this during the day and this at night. It's actually been pretty much the opposite way around because this is nice and light, whereas this is very heavy and kind of greasy during the day. So I don't like sticking to my car seat. I don't like sticking to things. I don't like feeling greasy. So I've been using this at night, even though it's got SPF 15. Whoops. Another thing that I had to weigh to see the results was the Benefit Tinted Primer, their real tinted primer sample. So when I first introduced this, it was 11.94 grams. Right now it is 11.52. So I've used a bit, and I do try to use it every day or most days that I'm doing my makeup. Some days I use this as a mascara, but yeah, it's hard to tell how heavy the packaging is, but I have used a little bit, so there's that. Another thing I've made, I think, a dent in, it's kind of hard to see, but it's my MAC Velvet Teddy. I've been loving this lipstick. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, and it is up to there. So you'll see on the screen where it was up to before. It's the same kind of shape, so it looks like I haven't used much, but I have used a little bit. It's gone down a bit. I don't know if it's enough to finish it by the end of the year, but I will keep at it. I will keep at it. The last two things I want to mention that I haven't seen much progress on is the Colourpop. This is a gel liner in Swerve. Yeah, I have hit the bottom. You can't see it properly because it's just very, very slight. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, but there is a slight hitting of the bottom, not smacking, just hitting the bottom of the container. But I don't use this too often, unfortunately. When I do use a black liner, I do use this, but lately I haven't been using much liner, so this might carry on to next year. Also, the Innisfree Cushion Foundation, which I'll show you a photo on the screen. That's on my desk. I forgot about it because I have not used it at all. I've been focusing more on this one. So yeah, I haven't used that one at all, but once I've done with this one, hopefully that one I'll start using it. I also want to point out, this is once again, blast from the past, my last project pan. I'm still using that bronzer, and that's how much I've used up. So I've been hitting that one up as well. OMG guys, this is hours after I just concluded that video, and I realized I forgot to talk about the products that I'm adding in. to my project pan because there's 2 months left. There's still enough time to do a bit of damage on some more products. Since I've used up my fragrance, I thought I would add in another one. So the fragrance I'm going to add in is this one by DKNY. So this is the Be Desired. This is a really nice sort of fresh fragrance, and I've got, look, it looks like if this was a square, I've only used like a quarter, so I've got like 3/4 to go. But because it tapers into a round shape, chances are I've already used like half of it. So this is a 100 ml bottle, and so you can see I've got quite a lot left. 100 ml bottle, and I reckon 50 mils through it-ish. But I really like this fragrance. It's really nice for this sort of time of the year because it's very fresh. It's quite a strong scent. It's very apple, very sweet, but I'm going to use it. All right, I'm also going to add in something that will probably be carried over to next year's project pan because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. It is the Benefit What's Up cream sort of stick highlighter. Now I might be able to use this under foundation, but I do have a lot to go. No, that's not how you twist it. You twist it like this. So that's how much I have left to go. So it's quite a lot. I actually really like this cream highlighter. Oh my God. And I've literally used that much of it. Okay then, yes, someone's got some big goals going on. So I've had this for a while. It's a cream product. It's a nice product. And I just thought that, I'll try to use it. I didn't realize I'd used so little of it because that gives me no hope for using that whole amount. It's like I've used the equivalent of like that much of it. And I'm saying I want to use, in the next 2 months, I want to use this much. It ain't going to happen, but I can definitely get it started for next year. I think summer is quite nice for these sort of cream products. I am a bit oilier, which, you sort of set your foundation more, but it sort of looks nice with like dewy foundation in the summer. The way I use this, and probably why I don't use much, is I go like this and I just tap it on. I find that that's the best way to sort of apply a cream stick product onto already set makeup. If I draw it on, it just lifts my foundation. So I'm going to try to get some use out of that. The last product I'm going to try to use up is a powder, and it's my Cody Airspun loose face powder. This is the translucent extra coverage, which doesn't make sense to me. Is it translucent or is it extra coverage? Make up your mind. But I've been using this for quite some time. I probably have used like half of it. I will probably weigh it. I've used like half of it, but this is sort of good for the warmer months when you get quite dewy and quite like greasy. A powder like this is great to set your makeup with. And I just find that I have so many powders at the moment that I sort of want to start working through them. So this is the one that I've been using the most recently. So I'll start working through this one first. All right, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed that update. I'll have one more update and then the finale at the end of the year. But coming up next will be my empties. So if you saw some products that I used up and you wanted to know what I thought about the products, I will talk about them in my empties. And on the screen as well, I'll have like a get ready with me. So I'm wearing, get ready with me doing the makeup that I'm wearing today. It's not the best makeup, but I was trying some fun products, trying a lot of glitter. It'll be on the screen. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.